Lawmakers are holding a hearing today on the Biden administration's withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan in 2021. Republican Congressman James Comer announced the hearing on behalf of the House Committee and Oversight Accountability last week. CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion is following this story for us from Capitol Hill and joins us now. So, Nikole, what can you tell us about today's hearing, and why is this issue a priority for Republican lawmakers?
Well, they want to draw attention, of course, to that withdrawal from Afghanistan, which was quite controversial in the view of the committee. They feel it was botched. And according to the chairman's opening statement, his concern is that now Afghanistan has become a safe haven for terrorists, and that the U.S. military should not have been put in the position that it was at that time. Of course, we remember some of those chaotic scenes of people trying to get on board U.S. military planes, and while hundreds of thousands of refugees were evacuated out of Afghanistan, it still was a black eye to a certain extent for the administration. Of course, they are trying to counter by saying that they believe that this is just yet another political stunt by House Republicans, that they're really not trying to get at the facts or really review the aftermath of what happened here, that this is more just for show.
And so what has the Biden administration said so far in response to the criticism that it's faced for the U.S.'s withdrawal from Afghanistan?
Well, of course, we will be hearing during this hearing from a number of inspector generals from various government agencies, including the Department of Defense, State Department, USAID. And, as far as the Biden administration is concerned, while they acknowledge that this wasn't necessarily a perfect withdrawal, that they have been able to accomplish a lot, that they were able to evacuate more than 100,000 citizens from that country and are continuing to work with them, and that they continue to defend the decisions that the Biden administration made at the time. So that being said, we will see what some of these government agencies say. But again, in the view of the administration, they feel that this is mostly just a political stunt on the part of House Republicans.
Let's shift gears. House Republicans are seeking to pass their own debt ceiling as soon as next week. What more can you tell us, Nicole?
Well, we know that negotiations continue to be underway here on Capitol Hill to try to get to some resolution this week. House Republicans put forth a plan in part that was noted by the Speaker that would raise the debt limit, but Republicans don't want to do that without some spending reforms. So they believe that spending, for instance, should be held at the same fiscal levels as 2022. They believe that spending growth should be curbed in the future to about 1%. They think unused COVID money should be clawed back. So those are a couple of the ideas that they have put forth. There are some more conservative parts of the conference that would even like to take things further by, for instance, repealing a Democrat signature Inflation Reduction Act. That is a measure that, of course, received a lot of praise by Democrats and the Biden administration to try to lower costs for everyday Americans. But some Republicans feel that that should be done away with altogether. Just within the last hour, we have seen a new proposal put forth, a bipartisan proposal put forth by members of the Problem Solvers Caucus. And what they are suggesting is that the debt limit be suspended through the end of this year, and that there should be some type of commission created to really drill down and figure out what should be cut. Because at the end of the day, that really is the gripe that many Republicans have. We can't raise the debt ceiling without addressing our spending issues. And so it's unclear how this bipartisan proposal will fare, but certainly it is yet just another proposal to add to the discussion. That being said, the Speaker does want to move as quickly as he can on this, and perhaps even produce a bill that could win passage and sent over to the Senate by next week.
All right, Nicole, thank you very much.